welcome back to my channel, Shar of Heart. I am Shar. I'm going to try to finish up coloring. Alright, had an interruption in my middle of my recording. Trying to move quickly so I can get to the other side. I haven't really had time to find another memory thing, SD card or something, to put my videos on, because most of these videos I'm trying to learn from, as well as, you know, share my learning experience, and I don't want to lose them at this time. So I'm moving stuff around in my phones. I always hit this. I always hit that phone. Just be a little darker here because it's not facing the light. It needs to be not get very much quiet here because we're moving, so everybody's being, you know, communicating. It's louder than usual. I think I know what I use. Pausing it. Trying to mix a little black to make it darker. I don't remember how I made it darker up there. Right here. Pausing it. So I remembered what I used. I used royal blue to make the green look darker. And then I put more acrylic over it. Or I colored over this and then mixed it with the green alcohol marker. Let's see if I could do it right now. I didn't wait for it to dry. Let's definitely make it darker without looking completely blue. That's what I need. Because there's no light on that flat part of the couch that's facing away. Might be some on her legs, but not on this part of the couch because she's also blocking the light. Then it made it a little bit darker. Not as dark as the rest of it, but a little bit darker. A little bit darker than the couch. Make sure I don't cause it the acrylic to pick up on it. Okay. I think I did pretty good. That's dark enough. Now let's go to the last part of the brown. Was it this? Nope, that's gray. Ah, here's this part of the table. comes on light, then it darkens up. That side is complete. Oh yeah, two-tone hair. A little bit darker than I want it to be. Let's see. Oh, that's too light. Hopefully that mixes a little bit. Helps a little bit. You can see it's two different color hair now. Alright, that one's done. Moving to the other one. Put these up. Brush side up. Make sure not to let it leak out. Just throw the brush side up on these markers. Some markers might need you to store the brush side down, but most of them want you to store them up, or else they will leak. I need that one. Put this back up. Forest green. Alright, got a forest green going. All the alcohol markers on this side I used royal blue and forest green, and a deep red or wine red, and no, that was deep. Okay, deep red and wine red, royal blue, and forest green. That's the alcohol markers I used. These don't really have a name, but I used a deep regular blue. Oh yeah, and I used the blue gray on the walls, and then I used a gray marker here. This one. Alright, try this first. I know I usually do the acrylic first. I kind of want to map it out. This is anise. It's not gonna look bright on here because of the gray, but I'll be able to set up the yellow acrylic marker over it. I'm gonna use acrylic marker over this blanket and the floor. I'll have to use the bullet nib on the smaller areas. Color this part in. To what I want it to be. Right here where it's more white, you can see. I can switch over because this is going to be a little bit small area. The detail element. It was raining earlier, but it was too dark in here to really see the good colors, so I missed the rain sound. Since I've been trying not to get copyrights, I have not put music in my background unless I'm making the music myself. So I decided to go over many areas that count with the alcohol marker and then go over it with the acrylic marker. And if I need to go back over it with the alcohol marker, that's fine. I'm going to lay down the background as alcohol marker because it seems like it lets me move a little bit faster when I do focus on just one type of marker and then go back and do the other one. This be my last day of this month that I get the color. I'll be moving out, so if I don't get the color in January, I'll be doing stories. But I will probably do drawings, just not on the scale I was able to do until I can get my stuff set back up. I need that to be brown, but I'm going to use alcohol marker. I mean, acrylic on that. This shirt. Let me do skin color first. This one. Let's see. Use sand. I can smell these shell art more than I can the cheap alcohol markers, but it's not a alcohol-like smell. It's just a stronger smell, more noticeable. The other one's more alcohol smell, but it's not as strong. All right, do the mom's face. Her ear and her face. Should be able to see her features through the alcohol marker. That's the shuttle marker, shuttle art marker, and shuttle art marker. Notice it did not streak, even on copy paper. I don't know the results of any of the more expensive alcohol markers yet. So for now, all I can do is speak for shell art marker. That was Beige Rose that I used. Sand Beige Rose. I'll put that same color. Try to get some sand into that before it dries, hopefully. So somebody using these acrylic marker and just making sure they working just fine. Okay, so I'm going to use this for this part of the counter. This is a larger area, and this is when you want to have a brush nib. It puts it down smoother and covers a larger area faster, or the chisel nib. Try not to go over the color too much because I don't want it to be much darker. And unfortunately, it's going to have some of that streaking because I couldn't put it down evenly. But I'm going to cover that over with the acrylic marker later. Just mapping out stuff. While I still have the time on my phone, it's 18 minutes. This purple, I ain't having too much trouble with this color. That's good because I really wanted to use just an alcohol purple. This is pale lavender. And this is just that cheap Yoma marker. I think it's purple. Look at the purple on the streets. And of course, this is copy paper, so it's gonna have wet edges. Water markers touch, so they have a marker. It's already yellow paper. I'm not sure if this was liner or pencil that's down or both, so I'm just being careful because I didn't erase the pencil lines. Not to smooth it into the lighter pastel colors. And to tell you the truth, I'm not as practiced with doing larger pictures like this with alcohol markers. Now these Yoma markers I have now, I've had them for about 4 or 5 years. Kind of took my time using them. Let's see. Might have that pink. Like the decorations, it's gonna be on her yeah, I think I like that pink with purple designs on it. And this is gonna be pink. I mean purple with pink designs. His shirt. Let's see what color I want his shirt to be. Let's try royal blue by itself. It looks greenish. It's almost like a sea green. And this Yoma marker. As I do this, I try to give it some room on the border to allow this alcohol marker to spread into the paper, so it doesn't make too much of a blotch into the next zone. Let's see. take the black. Do I still have it down here? Yep. This part I'm just going to do an acrylic because it's going to be all acrylic. Start in this area. I'm putting the black down because acrylic marker will color itself. I want the white to be on top whenever it accidentally goes over like that. Try to go diagonal with the black. Like I said, I need to get me some artistic tape, artwork tape, so I can tape my work down without tearing it up when I pull the tape up to keep it from moving so much when I'm working on my piece, my art piece. Anywhere this crossover, I'll just take yellow over it on the edges. Let's get white, and black. I at least wanted to give you guys an idea what it's going to look like, what the base colors are, because I probably won't get a chance to do this the rest of the way if I can't complete this today. Try to put a little bit of the details in. It's white, and then this is black. Skip white and black. Sometimes when you want the super fine details, you prefer to have the bullet nib because there's a little bit more control. This has such a tapering move it in, and it flexes like that. It's a little bit harder to control it, and I don't have as much control in my hands. Good thing is mostly black around that white border, which is awesome that it worked out that way. That was not planned. These acrylic markers will reactivate if they get wet again. In some cases, that could be cool. In other cases, you want the color to stay, not so cool. And this art piece has been pretty cool because it allows me to get darker colors. Mixing the darker colors, or like dark blue with the green to get the darker green. Okay. Let's see if I can get the designs in here before this cuts out on me. Getting a little bit more in the swing of making the flowers now.